But yeah, Mike, I want to see your microphone and like how good it sounds. Like it was like $11 on like Amazon, and I'm like, I could just imagine that thing sounding like a straight up potato. But then again, hey, you never know. So I want to see if it actually sounds like a potato or not. But yo, Mike, join the chat.
Yeah, I think this should work now.
How's
this sound now?
This is the $11 mic?
Yep, this is an $11 mic, or $12 really.
That is, I'm shocked at how good that sounds.
Yeah, same here. The only thing it'll cut out is if I'm like right on top of the mic, and that's when it'll cut out. But like if I'm like right here to it, because it's like about like I'm like probably sitting a few inches away.
Okay.
And it works just like this. It's a lot better than my computer mic, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I can imagine. Yes, it's better than my my webcam mic, which I think is what most microphone or most like webcams or whatever, or at least like built-in microphones sound like. What microphone is this again?
This is the axGear microphone.
You got this for $11.
Yep. And the reviews did say it does work. You just have to be close to the microphone.
Interesting.
Like if you're 2 feet away, it will barely pick up the sound, which I'm like about 3 or 4 inches away.
I mean, depending on what you're gonna do with the microphone, that's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, like I can easily use this for streaming. It's probably a lot better because then you won't hear like a cut out.
Yeah. Like it would be interesting to see if like the cutting out would like, because you did mention that you see a little bit of cutting out. It'd be interesting to see if that's due to like the Discord settings or the microphone itself.
I think it's the microphone, because maybe if I'm like right on top of it, because if you can't hear me, then I put my face right above it. So if I'm like speaking loudly, maybe the loudness of my own voice cuts out. But now I'm a good enough distance and it works. That actually sounds good. I thought it was gonna sound like Nathan's Mr. Beast.
It's absolutely insane. Now, one thing about this is that like I feel like for me, I don't think it sounds as good as my microphone. But the thing is, my microphone actually doesn't sound too much better than yours. Now, granted, it's how I use it. The microphone's actually kind of farther away than like you're supposed to put it. But that's just because I want it out of the view of the screen, and it's a condenser microphone, so it can pick everything up anywhere, and I can just compress later.
That's another thing with microphones. It's like I've seen a video with Rumi. Have you heard of that guy, Rumi?
Rumi. Why does that sound familiar?
He's the guy who sang a lot of PewDiePie songs.
Rumi.
He did a comparison video of a like a multi-$1,000 microphone and a $20 microphone, and he even said that they sound very similar, except I think the more expensive one just is better with like capturing certain things and also filtering out certain things. But the cheap microphone was pretty banger.
Yeah, cheap microphones have come a long way. Like you guys know the Shure SM, like one reason why I'm so excited about the microphone that I have coming in the mail is I'm doing a podcast. I don't know if you guys know, I'm doing a podcast with Thorben, and we're going to be talking about like politics, whatever. And I'm like, I want to have like professional sounding audio, which this microphone doesn't give me. If I used it like up to my face, I would come kind of close to having professional level microphone audio. But like, I want like a Shure SM7B. This is something that like a lot of like podcasters use, a lot of streamers use it too. It just like is the professional sounding microphone. But it costs like $700. You need like an XLR power input, but then I'm finding like this microphone that's like $60 that sounds literally exactly the same. And it's like, why would I spend $400 on something that's like $50 that can give me the same sound? Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like look at mine. Like mine is, I wouldn't say mine is professional sounding, but it's a lot better than what my computer provided.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It reminds me of the sound actually of the Apple EarPod. Yeah. And the interesting thing about the EarPod is I I actually think that microphone sounds surprisingly good. It's the type of thing where, like, if I was doing IRL streams, I would literally buy it to use for those streams.
Yeah. It's like it sounds a little bit like a bit dated. Like it would be very good in 2010 standards, but like for like a $12 microphone, it does the job very well.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even sound too bad in modern standards. Like, it sounds like what you would hear like on a podcast if someone was being interviewed. Like, it sounds like good guest quality microphones. Kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like, you know, you're like a call-in guest. It's kind of like the vibe I'm picking up here.